Have you ever wondered how emotions influence our faith, particularly in Christianity? Emotions in their purest form are a powerful catalyst. They can enhance our faith, fuel our devotion, and bring us closer to the divine. But like anything potent, they can also mislead, taking us down wrong paths if left unchecked. In Christianity, emotions are not shunned. Quite the contrary, they are embraced as an integral part of worship and spiritual growth. They are the heartfelt responses to the divine truths presented to our minds. Yet there exists a concept called emotionalism. It's the extreme side of the emotional spectrum, where emotions become the sole driver of faith, often to the detriment of reason and discernment. It's where feelings take precedence over evidence, where the heart rules without the mind's guidance. Emotions in Christianity? Absolutely. They're a beautiful part of our spiritual journey. But unchecked emotionalism, that's a different story. While emotions can be a driving force in our faith, there's a fine line between healthy emotions and emotionalism. So what exactly is emotionalism? And how can it be harmful in a Christian context? You may ask. Well, emotionalism can be defined as an over-reliance on emotions as a guide for beliefs and actions. Now, emotions are a part of our human experience, but when they become the primary driver of our decisions, we risk distorting the true teachings of Christianity. Emotionalism can lead us down a path of manipulation and false interpretations. It can make us susceptible to feel-good messages that veer away from the hard truths of the gospel. And here's the kicker. Emotionalism often lacks the necessary evidence and rationality that should accompany faith. It's like trying to navigate a ship in a storm with no compass. You're being tossed by the waves of your emotions, with no solid ground of truth to anchor you. The danger of emotionalism is not in feeling deeply, but in letting those feelings override our better judgment. We must remember that our faith is not just about what feels good or what stirs our emotions, but about what is true and right. So, emotionalism, then, is not just about feeling too much. It's about letting those feelings override our better judgment. Now that we understand what emotionalism is, let's delve into its dangers within Christianity. Emotionalism, while it might seem harmless on the surface, can lead to serious distortions within the Christian faith. When emotions take precedence over truth and understanding, scriptures can be bent and twisted to fit emotional narratives. This manipulation of holy texts is not just misleading, it's dangerous. It leads us away from the genuine teachings of Christianity and toward a version of faith that's more about feeling good than following God's word. This emotional distortion can also cause division within the church. When feelings become the driving force, disagreements can quickly escalate into major conflicts. Instead of striving for unity and understanding, churches can fracture into factions, each driven by their own emotional convictions. This is not the unity that Christ prayed for in John 17, and perhaps the most insidious danger of emotionalism is how it can be used to manipulate believers. Preachers who appeal solely to emotions can foster a culture of emotional dependency. Instead of encouraging believers to develop a personal relationship with God based on truth and understanding, they promote a faith that's reliant on emotional highs. This form of emotional manipulation can lead people astray, drawing them away from the true teachings of Christianity and into a faith that's more about feeling than understanding. Lastly, emotionalism can create a spiritual imbalance. Christianity is not just about feeling good or feeling bad. It's about truth, love, justice, mercy, and righteousness. When we focus too much on how we feel, we risk losing sight of these fundamental aspects of our faith. Emotionalism unchecked can have serious consequences for individuals and for the church as a whole. It's crucial that we strive for a balanced faith, one that values truth and understanding as much as it values emotion. Let's remember to keep our feelings in check, not letting them distort the truth of God's word, but letting them enrich our understanding and experience of it. So what have we learned today about emotions, emotionalism, and their place in Christianity? We've explored the crucial role of emotions in Christianity, acknowledging that our faith is not devoid of feelings. Emotions are the natural response to the divine evidence presented to our minds, making our spiritual journey more personal and profound. However, we've also delved into the concept of emotionalism, which is an over-reliance on emotions. It's important to remember that while emotions are part of our faith, they shouldn't be the leading force. Emotionalism in Christianity can lead to an imbalance, causing us to make decisions based purely on feelings rather than on rational understanding and evidence-based faith. We've discussed the dangers of emotionalism, such as how it can disrupt the spirit of worship and potentially lead to a downfall in preaching. Recognizing these dangers helps us to guard against them, ensuring our faith remains grounded in truth and wisdom. In essence, maintaining a balance between emotions and reason in our faith is vital. It allows us to experience the full richness of Christianity while ensuring we don't stray off the path of truth. Remember, emotions are a part of our faith, but they should never be the sole driver. Let's strive to balance our emotions with evidence-based faith and rational understanding.